You want a desktop iMac for about the same price that you'd pay for a MacBook Air? Well, that's Apple's new 21.5-inch model. I'm Dan Ackerman, and this is the Apple iMac. Now, this new iMac SKU is $1099, which is $200 less than the previous least expensive version. Now, that version still exists. This is actually an entirely new model with components that are closer to what you'd actually find in the 13-inch MacBook Air, which used to be similarly $1099. Now that's actually $100 less. That's $999. So you get a dual-core Core i5 CPU, which is fine for general web surfing and office work, and even streaming, HD video from Netflix or wherever. If you're going to do a lot of photo and video editing, then I would consider trading up to the slightly more expensive $1299 version, where you get a quad-core Core i5 CPU and a bigger hard drive. That's the other concession you're making here. You're just getting a basic 500 gigabyte platter-based hard drive. You can upgrade for about $250 to a Fusion drive. That's what Apple calls a hybrid drive, and that's a 1 terabyte drive with a 128 gig SSD. That's actually a fairly nice upgrade as well, but still gets you back up to kind of what these things used to cost. And the entire point here is you have a less expensive iMac. You still get the great design and construction, still very thin here at the edge, kind of bows out a bit in the middle, adjustable hinge like this, and a pretty generous selection of ports in the back, including 4 USB 3.0 ports, 2 Thunderbolt ports that double as mini display ports, and an Ethernet jack. And of course, if you're using Wi-Fi, you just have that one single white power cable coming out of it. And even though you're only paying $1099, you still get the excellent Apple keyboard and wireless mouse included. You can even swap in the Magic Trackpad instead of the mouse, which I frankly prefer. So even though you're getting basically, ultra-portable laptop-level performance out of a desktop, you're paying less for it than you did before. So if you're just doing basic everyday online social media and web surfing tasks, you can actually get away with using this and save a little bit of money. And if you're a student, there's probably even another $50 off if you use Apple's very popular education discount. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that's Apple's new 21.5-inch $1099 iMac.